Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome on in if you're new here. Happy to have you. My name is Magick and I am a tarot and oracle reader here to provide some clarity to your uncertainty. Okay, so if you can tell by the title of the video today, it is Magickscopes. So what this video is, if you're new here, if you've been here before, you know what to do. You can click in the description box below and fast forward to your reading. But if you are new here and you want an explanation, let me do that for you really quick, okay? So this is via your rising sign, preferably your rising sign, or by your sun sign if you only know your sun sign. There is a link in the description if you would like to go to a website and try to figure out your birth chart so you can find out your rising sign. You just need the time of birth or an estimated time of birth and the location of where you were born in order to find out what your rising sign is. But if you don't, that's okay. Your sun sign will work too. Just go with whatever you feel comfortable using. Okay, so we have the selection of cards here for this week ahead. This is for March 13th, 2022. So this is for just like I said, the different vibes that we're having. Everyone gets a major arcana card. Everyone gets a major arcana card for this reading. Everyone will be getting a surrender card, what you need to surrender for the week. We're doing the Green Witch Oracle, so that could be like a food maybe you want to work with that week, or just the overall energy. Or, there's more zodiac signs on these cards too. Even the number can be significant. And then we have the You Are Here Oracle. Kind of just like this, really cool. It's very beautiful. It's one of my popular ones that I use on stream, so I wanted to use it for the Magickscopes. And then of course we always have self-care cards and affirmation cards, so some self-care for the week and an affirmation that you can use for the week as well per your sign. Okay, so what I'll be doing is I am going to take my time to pre-shuffle these before every sign and place them out here. I will not look at them. I will not be attuning to them just yet until I start the recording. It just helps with the time management of these videos. So I hope you don't mind. I've done this before and people seem to be fine with it. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it this way. And once you see how that works and you want to fast forward to your reading, the timestamps, you go to your sign in the description box and you click on it and it'll fast forward to your reading. We do start with Pisces because we are currently in Pisces season, so that's why the order looks like it might be a little messed up. Like, why is Pisces at the top? Because it's Pisces seasons. They deserve to be they deserve to start since we're in their season. Okay. Any and all information will be in the description box. This week I am hosting a group ritual for the full moon in Virgo. So if you want more information about that, please check out that description in the box about banishing energy, stagnant energy, imposter syndrome, all that stuff to bring in clarity, bring in self-love. So we're doing a lot of banishing and releasing for this full moon in order to bring in some more blessings. If that is something that sounds like you're interested in, the link to that, it's in my Ko-Fi. It is all in the description box. You can find out more information. Other than that, I think that really much wraps us up. Let's get into your reading and I will catch you further into the video. So I will see you in a bit. Bye. Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is your reading for March 13th, 2022. So this is for your week ahead. We're going to be starting with your major arcana, then moving along here. So we're going to keep your sign right here. So if anyone's watching the video, you can see Pisces, that we are starting with Pisces, okay? So let's get started with your major arcana. We have the Fool. We have a bit of rebellious nature for some of you here. For some of you, this is a new opportunity that's going to be starting for you. This could be something that you've been wanting to start, something you've wanted to learn, something that you've been wanting to take the risk, but you haven't decided when. And this is like kind of the opportunity to say, like, yeah, the Fool is here. The answer is now. Is start your path. Take those first steps. You are being divinely guided by this. They're going to make sure that you're not going to take a tumble. And if you do, if you feel like you're making a lot of mistakes, you're messing up, those are opportunities for you to learn. Excuse me. Those are opportunities for you to learn. Okay, you have everything you need to start your journey. So don't be afraid to get things started. Don't be afraid to start with these new opportunities, you know, and take them and take charge. Okay, a little bit of risk is okay at this point. So when we think about these new opportunities, though, what is kind of preventing you from taking these new opportunities this week? What will be the block that we need to release, what we need to surrender? Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own thoughts, attractiveness, and power. I'm sorry, my camera does not like to focus. We have a lot of issues with this, with the autofocus with this camera. So I'm reading it out loud so you can hear what it says. Okay, so we're seeing comparison with other people. This could be what's blocking you because you're too busy. Like, instead of minding your own business and focusing on your own power, on your own talent, on your own traits, you're too busy, like, thinking about others, thinking about what they're doing. And this could be a really big blockage, especially if you feel like, oh, it's too late for me to learn this skill. It's too late for me to really, you know, begin this new path. Like, I'm too old or I'm just too far along. We have to stop that. You can't compare yourself to others. You can't compare your strength, your power, your willpower and determination, comparing those to others, because you can have a lot of drive. You can have a lot of creativity. You're going to do things a certain way that is uniquely your own. Okay. So don't feel foolish about trying something new, about trying a new path, because it could be better for you and you might even do it even better than what you're seeing out there. So don't say no to these new opportunities. What can help is we have clarity. We also have grounding your energy. We also have a number 1. Now, tarot doesn't start with 1, or doesn't start with 1. It starts with 0, technically. 1 is the magician, but this oracle deck doesn't start with 0. So you can kind of think of these two cards as very similar, as the first step is gaining clarity. And we see this clarity because we see, like, the sky that is surrounding the Fool is completely clear. It's limitless. It's seeing your potential. It's opening in this scenario right here, opening like your psychic eye, opening to your intuition, you know, and understanding, like, we have stars, we see unlimitless potential for you. And as long as you don't compare yourself to others, do not compare yourself to others. You have strengths and skills that others don't. And then we have grandmas. You don't have to face everything alone. Comfort, nurturing energy, and support. This definitely tells me, because we see the sky, or the night sky, you know, in space outside of this window, right? Comforting, having a nice drink. For some of you, you might seek comfort if your grandmother is still on this earth, still present, that you can actually communicate with them, if that is for you. And I say for some of you because it's still a general reading, so that's the catch with these style readings. So you'll have to pick what resonates and what doesn't, because what doesn't resonate for you may resonate for somebody else in these style readings. So just keep that in mind for this. But with this card as well, the grandmothers, especially for those who have passed on to their next phase in their lives, this could be a symbol of the divine, of spirit, part of your ancestor team that is watching out for you. They're guiding you, they're nurturing you, have your back. Okay, so do not feel that you're alone, and take those moments of, you know, your childhood where you feel very comforted, where, you know, even if you had to comfort yourself, you know, watch a comfort movie, watch, you know, have some, like, we have snacks, we've got tea, like, do that for yourself. Have a nice cup of coffee if you need to really focus in on yourself, and also create an environment that's very nurturing. Okay, and talk about nurturing. What about self-care, Pisces? What is some self-care that Pisces can do for this week? Positive affirmations, and we have I love myself. We see also that psychic eye again. We see that eye popping up in here. So for some of you, it's really attuning to your psychic abilities, meditation on that as well. We have I choose love, brave and beautiful, worthy and grateful, and healthy and happy. All of this, I read that. Oh, look at that. We have it in focus. Quit, don't scare the camera. Okay, we got that in focus. Awesome. It worked for once. Okay, so we have that positive affirmations for you, Pisces. So this week you might want to use this affirmation, or any affirmation that was on these cards, anything that brought you inspiration. You can use it for this week. You can use it for just this day, and maybe a different affirmation per day, or maybe you want to really research and kind of find affirmations that bring out that clarity, that help ground your energy, that help you be a little bit more of an outgoing risk taker. Okay, so that you can get your momentum, you can kind of keep things going, understanding that you hold all the power, you have everything that you need to reach your goals. And then, ooh, you didn't see my fingers there. Yes, I'm missing 2 nails. Don't worry about that. We have your affirmation. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. Okay, so I think some of you might be dealing with a lot of self-worth problems, maybe low self-esteem. This could be an issue with you, and that's why we're seeing this comparison. When you compare yourself to others, it's not really that others are putting you down, they're putting their accomplishments out, but it's always, remember, some people don't talk about the downsides of anything. They're just nothing but positive, 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 and it's okay to put positivity out into the world, but you need to understand that not everything is always, you know, rainbows and sunshine. It's never just like that. So I think some of you need to realize that that's why that comparison can't happen. Because I think as well, when you look at someone, like, they've got everything together, they've got everything put together, they've got everything already situated. It's about the fact that they've had a lot of practice. You know what I mean? Like, they've done this longer than you have. It's okay to not have that perfection. This is where we have those learning steps coming up for you, Pisces. So this week is about learning and accepting new opportunities and not comparing yourself to others. Okay, so that was your reading. Let me know if this resonated with you, what you thought of it. Come back at the end of the week if you want to double check everything, you know, and I love to read your comments. Please drop it in there. And if you would like to do a form of energy exchange with me, check out my Ko-Fi, check out the shop, you know, book a reading with me, all that good stuff. Join the Discord for some more tarot fun in there, okay? And I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your magical forecast for the week of March 13th, okay? Welcome on in. Let's get started with your reading. Let's start with the major arcana that will be guiding you and giving you lessons for this week, okay? We have the Hermit, some Virgo energy coming into here. Perhaps some of you are trying to ground some ideas. You are trying to guide others. Maybe some of you are really doing some deep meditation this week about trying to connect with your inner voice, your inner light. You're trying to get away from the collective. You're trying to have some form of solitude. You're trying to get plans, because we still see motion. We see a boat in this card. Things are still in motion, even though you're very steady. You're very there's a lot of stability for you this week, but you're just trying to maybe get things in order, okay? So there we have for the Hermit is your guiding force for this week. Let's find out what you need to surrender, okay? Surrender negative thinking. When you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on a positive affirmation. This could be teaching yourself new habits. This could be teaching yourself to really also register yourself when you say negative thoughts about yourself or about a situation. You're really coming to terms when you do this sort of thinking so that you can learn to let it go, and or if you need to seek someone's help in order to really get a hold. Like, you have to understand how often you're doing it. So it's kind of like, be more aware this week of how your thought patterns are going and how you have to leave these negative thought patterns behind. Especially if it feels like with the Hermit, these are thoughts you have when you're alone. That's maybe why for some of you, the Hermit can be a representation that you don't like being alone, that some of you have been out with others because you don't like being alone with your own thoughts. So do keep that in mind. The Hermit also has a twofold type of lesson. Like, it's okay to, you know, have that form of solitude to really get there with your meditation. Some of you may really, really need it to have that type of inner monologue or inner dialogue with yourself, to make sure you're comfortable with your own voice and how you are addressing things in your situation. We have productivity. We have a beautiful pumpkin, a Cancer symbol on here. But productivity, you know, productivity for you can come from a moment of silence, okay? Is a moment of silence, getting rid of negative thinking and having more faith in yourself, in your productivity, okay? So it's grounding your ideas. We have, and I say that because you have the earth symbol that is there, you know, so really grounding your ideas into reality, wanting to grow something. It might be something though that might take its time. It's more subtle energy with that earth energy coming in. It is about kind of being, and also having productivity towards your thoughts, you know, towards your challenges, about how you go about solving problems, okay? So let us see with this oracle. Ooh, okay, peachy paradise. You know, we're having that colors, that orange color might be significant to you. Let me see if I can get the camera to play nice. It might not play nice. Okay, so we got peachy paradise. At least we'll read it. Enjoy the view in front of you, happiness, contentment, and gratitude. So for some of you, you may really need to sit down and see where you have gratitude towards the blessings that are currently around you, where your productivity has taken you so far for this week. Some of that gratitude might get rid of some of that negative thinking that you might be having. And you just need to enjoy the view. And this is also something about very peaceful. This is something that's very much with you, and we see a partner that could be present here, but like enjoying this moment of solitude, enjoying the quiet, enjoying like just overall embracing your environment, creating something that is beautiful for this week, taking those deep breaths and just doing something that actually just makes you happy. And this is why we kind of see this with that hermit energy, is like, you know, you're doing this for you. You see how people are grabbing for the hermit. They're asking for the hermit to help them, to guide them, to be that force. And the hermit has that power to do that because they're strong and confident in their own voice. They have a quiet authority that people respect. It is a sage, it is a wisdom that this hermit carries with them that people really, really respect and want for themselves. They want to have that comfortability that you can hold as well, Aries. You can have that for yourself for this week. It's just more about enjoying your time, because we need that moment of rest as well to be more productive for this week, okay? So what is something that, Aries, that you can do for self-care for this week? We have meditation. I swear, I don't look at any of these cards before I flip them over. It just, you know, when you see the hermit, you do see meditation because this is your inner thoughts. This is also that quietness. This is also like you really getting into your mind. And some of you, this could be for shadow work. For some of you, and I say some of you because this is a general reading, so that is the catch when it comes to these type of readings. You know, but you know, we still kind of get the general vibe here for everybody. I try to be like inclusive for these type of readings. But yeah, so this is your moment of contentment, and some of you it's just type of gratitude and affirmations. So you have affirmations for negative thinking, affirmation styles for when you are feeling down about your productivity. Some of you might be feeling like you haven't been productive because you might be been like hermiting, been up in like in a hermit, like been secluding yourself from the outside world. And it's like you needed this moment. You don't feel bad about it if you need this moment. You'll come out of your shell when you're ready to do so. Okay, and this may be very powerful for you. This is an affirmation that you can choose to do for the week. You can choose to do for the day. You know, we're seeing that you might need a lot of positive thoughts heading your way. So you might want to do a different affirmation every day if it feels like something you're called to do. We have, I let go of all expectations. And it's kind of that release. You see like the birds flying this way. We see like, you know, the swirls happening, this open, more so like this open air in between all of these signs, just this freedom for you, Aries. It's very much so like, you know, I feel like this week for you is more of taking a deep breath, okay? Taking a deep breath, dealing with your inner thoughts, and kind of like getting rid of the old to embrace the new. It's kind of like spring cleaning for some of you out there, even if it's just with the thoughts in your head, okay? All right, that was your reading, Aries. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know what you've resonated with it, what you thought of this reading. Leave a comment. I do love to read the comments. And yeah, all the information for everything else will be in the description box. Like I said in the intro, you know, for the full moon and Virgo group ritual, all of that will be down below. And, you know, please join in the Discord for more fun tarot content, okay? And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is for March 13th, the week of March 13th, I should say, the week ahead, your magical forecast. So let us find out what energy, what vibes are being sent to you for this week, okay? So like always, let's start with the major arcana that will be your guiding force. It will be the lesson you have to learn from the tarot, okay? We have the sun. The sun is shining down on you, Taurus. This is a positive. This is clarity. There is a bit of a warning with the sun card, is to make sure that you don't overdo it, that you don't lead to burnout, okay? You want to be able to be very balanced in this, but like finding a lot of joy, having a lot of fun, finding, you know, we have new tools in here, finding new ways to be productive for this week ahead, okay? So keep that in mind. The sun is in your corner. I mean, this is a really wonderful card to have for you, Taurus, because you also like have like the sun shining on this card over here. So, but let us find out maybe what do you need to surrender in order to really find your joy for this week, you know, to find this clarity. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So maybe like, you know, you can take like 5 minutes if you can, you know, start small if you need to, like a minute, 2 minutes, maybe just a moment each day for this week to have that moment of silence, to really hear your inner child, to hear your inner thoughts, how you're thinking, how you want to see the day go. You need to write these things down, get your thoughts on paper if you need to, so that you can have that moment of silence. Okay, so we have that. And then let's see what else we have here. We've got continuance. We've got an apple, you know, maybe some of you need an apple. We've got a bit of water energy coming into here. Very, very interesting. But apple, continuance of this growth, of this joy. I just see this week, just with these cards alone, it's just like if you take those few moments to yourself for this week, Taurus, you can be super bountiful. You can have a continuance of your blessings heading your way, that you're not letting anyone hold you back from that any longer. You know, you're finding your peace. You're finding your inner peace this week, okay? And some of you may want to take like a nice refreshing bath, like that moment of silence in the shower or in the bath where you're rinsing all that energy away. Some water magic there. Maybe some of you want to add an apple to your diet. I don't know if you can, you know, but just like think of apples, or maybe like have the refreshing scent of apples around your home, because maybe that's really refreshing to you and it just smells really good. We have life laundromat. Choose your own destiny. Choices, destiny, and consequences. Wow, that's a very powerful, powerful card here. You're choosing your own destiny this week, and I think that's where that joy comes in. But you had to have that moment of silence, you know, to really think about it. You had to have that moment of silence in order to make that choice, to make sure you want to continue on with certain areas of your life that are blessings, that you're like, I want more abundance and prosperity, or in love. You're very much so in control of your life for this week, Taurus. Like very much so being able to also see the consequences of your actions. So what is some self-care that you can do for this week? Nourish your temple. I feel like, did you get this card last week? I'd have to check, but you have nourish your temple. This could be for moisturizing your skin, taking care of your skin, feeling, you know, eating really good food is always the obvious one, nourishing your temple, and maybe you need to add some more fruits to your diet. I don't know. You would have to discuss that with yourself and no professional. But I just get that because we have apples. But nourishing your temple, I just always see this card and I always kind of think of not just food, but nourishing your body, loving on your body. You know, when I say like taking that cleansing bath, making sure you moisturize your skin afterwards, you know, taking care of your hair, every part of your body, like really loving it. You know, it's taking you this far. And, you know, also giving it that moment of peace, having a really good rest, really good sleep before you make any tough decisions this week. Okay, so let us get us to your last card, that affirmation for you, Taurus. Okay, what is an affirmation you need to know? We have freedom. I have the freedom and power to create the life I desire. And I think that fits in perfectly. Your whole week is going to be very uplifting for you, Taurus. I don't really see anything kind of hitting a bump in the road as long as you take that moment and that time to really surrender to the silence, to really think things through before you make any changes. And I know you probably will. Taurus being a fixed sign, you really like things not to change, but you're understanding that things must change, especially if you want them to be closer to the dream, or even to be your dream, to get to your dream life, to get to those changes you want to see, okay? So that was your reading. Let me know what you thought of this, what you thought of this layout, how you liked everything pre-selected or not. Let me know in the comments below. I love to read the comments. Please join in the Discord if you want more tarot content. There's a lot of information in there. I would love to see you visit the stream if you would like to, and you can check out everything, even the full moon in Virgo group ritual service I am hosting March 18th. Okay, that's all in the description box. Check out my Ko-Fi, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly vibe check, your weekly magical forecast. Okay, this is for March 13th. So let us get started. Let's get started with the major arcana that will be your guiding force for this week. They might be teaching you the toughest lessons. They need you to understand that they're here to guide you along your journey for this week. The Magician, Mercury, who happens to rule over both Gemini and Virgo. So we see a deep connection to the divine. We have the Magician being present. So really top tier with your communication style this week for you, Gemini. For some of you, this is about gathering your resources or finding that you've had the power all along, that you're finding use of hidden talents, that you are unstoppable. You're gaining momentum. You're going to be starting something that you've been thinking about, that maybe you haven't thought about the resources there, like you haven't had the determination or willpower, but something is going to change for you for this week, Gemini. You're going to find something that just clicks and sets everything off, okay? So let us find out what you need to surrender in order to really embrace the power of the Magician for this week. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar and stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And so this is what I was talking about, those resources that maybe you were thinking like, hey, I don't have enough to do X, Y, Z. I need to find this. I need to gather this. And actually you're solving the problem being more creative. You're like, well, actually, I don't need that expensive item, or I don't need this. I only need the base tools, or I can create it myself. I have the actual resources in order to get to my dreams, to start this, to start gathering this energy. The Magician is about a lot of gathering power, gathering energy, and then releasing it into the universe. As above, so below, grounding your ideas. Luck is on your side. We have a line. We've got 31 up there. So luck is on your side, Gemini, that like I said, this is going to be your week for big change momentum, as long as you allow yourself to be creative. Do not allow yourself to not allow any form of change, to be very stubborn. Like, if it's not this way, then I'm not doing it. Like let's let go of that. Let's let go of that stubbornness. Let's let go of that way and figure out where your luck is coming from instead. It's coming from something else. Let's find out what else we have. Cold lands. Learn how to keep yourself warm. Abandonment, challenges, aloofness. This is where it was just like, okay with being with solitude, because I was thinking about this as well. Some of you may be looking for a partner, or you're looking for help. You're like, I can't do this unless I find someone who's going to help me. The Magician is able to do it on their own. Like, of course you can get inspiration, you can look for help, you can ask for guidance, not just from the divine, but from people you actually know, in real life, or where you can have connection to communities. But this is about being able to do things for yourself this week. If you accept your independent nature and understand that you can keep yourself warm, that you can overcome your own challenges, you're only going to grow stronger and realize that the luck is all within you, okay? So what is something that you can do for some self-care for this week? Watch a movie, and this could be where I was saying that creativity side can come from. You could be watching a movie and then something just like, oh my gosh, that's actually perfect. I can apply that to real life. I can do that. I can make my dreams come true if I do X, Y, Z. Or this is just a moment to really relax your brain. Like, you've been trying to harp on this problem and trying to create this trying to create your own luck, trying to create the solution, and instead maybe you need to relax your brain. You need to relax and just have a comforting movie and just, you know, snuggle up with either a stuffed animal, or if you have an animal, you know, give them the cuddles, get your warm drink, whether it's tea, coffee, a hot cocoa maybe, or just some water, and just lounge back and relax, getting warm and cozy here, because you're keeping yourself warm. You know, with that cold lands being there, you're learning to keep yourself warm and cozy, very much so independent for you, Gemini. And then we have your affirmation. This is an affirmation you can use for the day, you can use for the week, you can just, you know, ignore it if you want to. It's all up to you. Okay, so your affirmation, Gemini, is my ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite, which is actually perfect. And we see we have this green on this card, like the green and the lime right there. Very perfect. There's even like this light green on back of this card, this self-care card. So very much so we see all of this, all of these colors, all of these coming in, I'm even seeing the green from the northern lights that are behind this picture too. So we see everything kind of connecting as one for you, Gemini. And it is about surrendering your belief that you need a bunch of things in order to get started on something. Like, you have everything you need. You just need to realize your power and have that ultimate control over your willpower and determination. Allow yourself to create. Allow your brain to rest. Don't worry about others and what they're doing. Focus in on yourself. You have the luck that is guiding you this week, okay? That was your reading, Gemini. Let me know what you thought of it. Please drop me a comment. I would love to read it. You know, what you thought of this resonated with you. And all the information, especially for that full moon in Virgo, for that group ritual service, will be in the description box below. So if you're interested in that, please take a peek at that. Also, please join the Discord if you would like more of this wonderful tarot content. We do a lot of tarot stuff in the Discord. And other than that, yeah, just if you want to book a private reading with me, all of that information will all be in the Discord, okay? And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye! Hello, my Cancers. This is your reading. This is your magical forecast for this week of March 13th, okay? So we're going to do things like normal, where we start with the major arcana. You didn't see that. You didn't see that I'm missing nails on my other hand. Do not rewind video. Stop. Don't look. So yeah, we're going to be starting with your major arcana card. We're going to be starting with that. And this is the major arcana that will be guiding you for the rest of the week. They may be teaching you tough lessons. Just know that they're there to help you on your journey, whether that's spiritual or something that's just a fated moment, okay? The Empress, ruled by Venus, ruling over both Libra and Taurus energy, but we've got Venus in here, we've got the goddess of love, we have Empress energy, lounging back, learning to see your resources, learning to gather, because also it's interesting as well, because the Empress is usually represented by someone who's a mother-like figure as well, usually depicted as pregnant, giving birth, you know, can be giving birth to a physical baby, but also it's more in the sense of an idea of giving birth to a new possibility, great changes, kind of bringing in all that chaotic energy, but like letting it be vibrant, letting it take over, and just lounging back and seeing everything that you've built and created, okay? But the mother card, so Cancer has been known as to be the mother of the zodiac, that mother nurturing. So this is like you kind of being in tune with that, bringing in that love, bringing in the comfort and luxury and that nurturing element. And this could be nurturing others. This is nurturing for yourself. This is just like we have the Empress right there lounging back, drinking her drink and having just like a relaxing time. She does not chase after. And this could be a sign for some of you who may be like trying to really rush your dreams, rush your ideas, and trying to get it done very quickly. And it's like it doesn't work like that. The Empress wants you to remember to lounge back and also to enjoy the chaotic energy and the blessings that are around you, okay? Like, I know it's like, how can you relax in chaos? Some things have to be chaotic, and that's what she does. You know, this is about drawing in that energy before the next step would be the Emperor, who will then put it into structure. Right now, you're gaining that momentum to create and to birth something that you have to see the potential. You kind of have to see it, and you're like, okay, well, now I can see, now kind of get like the base information here. I can then, and that's when we get to the Emperor energy. energy, the card number 4. We can make it stable. We can make those definitive choices at that point. Right now, this is about just gathering, letting things come to you, okay? You don't have to chase it. The law of attraction kind of plays into this card here. So what do you need to surrender in order to embrace the elements of the Empress, right? Surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And this could be seen as a manipulator. For some of you, you might be dealing with someone who's trying to manipulate the situation, who's trying to guilt you into something, and it's like you're becoming more aware. That's why we see the snake in here. It could be like the snake in the grass, that type of feeling as well. But it's also about, like I said, you don't have to chase after anything. You can't control people. You can't make them do something that they don't want to do. You kind of just have to let it go, release it, give it to spirit, and like be done with it and be like, you know what, I can't control this. I need to have my breathing room. I need to be able to lounge back and relax. Okay. Divination, very strong with Cancer, very highly intuitive. So some divination might be very needed for you right now. You might be like, this is a form right here using tarot and oracle cards. This could be a calling to you as well, especially for the full moon in Virgo that's happening. Potentially you want to do some divination work that night. We have fire in this card, so maybe you want to do some sort of candle magic or join in. That's a little slide in right there. We want to maybe want to join into my full moon in Virgo candle ritual that I am hosting for the full moon. So take a look at that. That link will be in the Ko-Fi. But back to your reading. You know, we gotta, how dare I self-promote, right? I got you. So let's move on to the next one. I'm sorry, those are inside jokes from the Twitch community. If you have never seen a stream on Twitch, I highly recommend checking us out. You know, it's a fun, loving community there. You'll understand some of the jokes that are made in YouTube. I have to remember that they're two separate entities in that way. Okay, we've got campfire. We got more fire coming into this. We've got the moon. Honestly, this full moon, regardless, you don't have to join my full moon in Virgo. Maybe there's someone else who's doing a practice that night. A lot of practitioners, especially on Instagram, do full moon rituals. You know, maybe there's someone that you trust and you want to join in. I would say this is an opportunity. Please do give it a try. And I say that as a group because we see a group of people that are here that are coming together by a campfire. Create deep and magical connections, relationships, bonding, and community. This is very strong for you. This is spending that time lounging back and, like I said, relaxing with a group of friends, magical friends, like in the Discord. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Cancers. I don't mean to keep promoting other things in your reading, but I see the connection there. And again, there's other magical communities. It does not have to be mine. It could be something that maybe you've been, perhaps for yourself, you've been maybe like pushing someone else to create it, but maybe you need to create this community. You know, don't be so fearful. Like, take this opportunity. Maybe the full moon in Virgo is a great time for you to start this community, to kind of get it kind of set up, you know, like use that Virgo energy in there to kind of like get a checklist created, and, you know, sit back in your chair and be like, okay, I need to kind of get this started. This could be a great opportunity for you. Okay, what is some self-care that Cancer can do for this week? Hydration, keep your cup full, both spiritually and physically. Like, keep yourself hydrated. You can do also any rituals that revolve around water, but keeping your hydration in key, especially if you're putting a lot of this energy out. You know, divination could take a lot of energy. Making sure you have a cup of water. Keep that in mind for yourself, Cancer, okay? And then this is your affirmation. You can use it just for when you see this video. You can use it for the whole week as it's intended. Or you can just use this as, like I said, just a start, like just for the day if you would like to. I do not have to prove myself to anyone, and we definitely see this for the desire to control people, because maybe you're trying to control people on their perspective of you and how you want to be seen by them, and it's like you can't control how others see, you know, how to do it. And I just got this thing for some of you. You may need to put up some protection. Whether you're using this on the full moon or not, it's more of just setting up protection. Someone might be trying to do tarot on you. Someone might be trying to not control you necessarily, but they're trying to do divination on you, and you need to set up protection. And we see that protection with all the zodiac signs on top of the Empress, like she's having that. We see this boundary, this water of protection, this circle of protection. So keep that in mind, Cancer. That's something that's very strong coming from this reading right now. Set up protection so that no one can kind of be nosy about your business, okay? You can't control how they see you. They may be trying to use divination in order to see you in a light that is not truthful at all. All right, so that was the last part of your reading. Sorry, that kind of took a turn, but that's the message I was getting from Spirit right now was about that. Okay, so that was your reading, Cancer. Let me know. Drop a comment. What do you thought of this reading? If it resonated with you, you know, I love to read your comment. And, you know, again, all that information, everything I said in there is all in the description box. Please check out the Discord. Join in the community if you would like to. Check out the Ko-Fi for more information about that full moon in Virgo group ritual that I'm hosting. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, Leo. This is your week ahead, your magical forecast for the week of March 13th. All right, let's put a little symbol right here to the side here, and we will be starting with the major arcana. Major arcana that will be guiding you through this week, providing you guidance or a tough lesson that you need to learn to make sure you can embrace the positive qualities or bring to light the shadow side of this major arcana. Starting with the World. So Leo, you might be moving into the next stage of your life right now, a grand transformation. And for some of you, and I say some of you because this is a general reading, that's the catch of these type of readings. So keep that in mind. Feel and trust your intuition of what resonates with you, what is meant for you to hear versus something else that may not make sense, but that was meant for somebody else. So keep that in mind during this reading, okay? So when we see the World, just like I was saying, major transformation, and for some of you it would be consistency, keeping a consistent schedule, because we have the fixed signs actually. It's kind of like a little bit, although this is ruled by Saturn, which rules over Capricorn energy, we have the fixed signs making a presence here between Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. Okay, so all the elements are present. A very strong, powerful card for you, Leo, for this week. So we see something where a conclusion, perhaps something that even if it was unpleasant, is coming to an end. You've learned your lesson, or you should be learning your lesson this week of this new project that you have been working on. So something that wasn't new, something that you've been steady and consistent with, maybe now taking a shift in a transformation type of way. This is also letting you know that you have gathered enough information. This is about now keeping consistency, keeping your willpower and determination on track. And for some of you, this could also be implying you might be going through some traveling. This could be world travel. For some of you, this could be dealing with limitations or keeping your boundaries set up there. Saturn kind of brings in structure, tough lessons as well, making sure that no one goes like how we have this character. I know it's Mr. Jekyll. Was it? Oh gosh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Unless I have that confused. I could totally have that confused. Shame on me, right? With this, you know, we see this transformation happening here. This could be, like I said, like it's a phase that's happening in your life, or like keeping the consistency, I got really distracted with the whole, because now I need to know the answer, which I will either drop the answer in the comments below. If you're a Leo watching this and you're wanting to correct me, please do. Otherwise, after I'm done recording this, I'm totally going to go look that up. So we see that with the World card. So we have the World card backing you up with that Saturn energy, kind of giving you those lessons that you need to learn to keep those limitations. There we go. That was the rest of the thought. So let us find out what you need to surrender, Leo, in order to embrace those positive qualities of the World card. What do you need to shed? What do you need to release? Okay. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. That's actually quite perfect. A lot of the times Leo is actually connected with the inner child. It's also connected with the Sun card of the tarot, which is dealing with your inner child, okay? So we see that with your surrendering to play. For some of you, maybe you have been very high-strung, been very limited in your beliefs about yourself, or very limited in how you perceive the world to be, that you need to take a break and you need to play. We have love. Oh my gosh, a little bit of Libra. We got 30 in there. We got some water, and you know, maybe some of you love tomatoes and you just want to bring some tomatoes into your food. You know, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe some of you are working on a love potion, bringing more love and joy, basically, of doing something you love. Play. What do you love to play? You know, what game do you want to play? What do you want to relax in? Bring in more love into your life. And I said, some of you might be creating a love potion. Some of you might be moving into the next phase in your love life. This could be finding a partner or having a deeper connection with them, going on a travel, going on vacation, or just having like a relaxing break and stuff with your partner. This could be with the world being present with this love card being here. Okay, bringing that into balance with that Libra energy. Okay, and now we have energy field. I'm hoping my camera will eventually get better with their focus, but that's a beautiful photo. Energy field. Get back what you put into the universe. Manifestation, attraction, and momentum. Energy field. Putting that energy out into the universe. This is very, and like if you want more play, you have to put that energy out to play, right? You got to have that positive energy. Oh, even look at the close, like the energy coming from Leo here. It's the same kind of imagery we see around here. With that sun, going out and having some fun, doing something you love, putting love out into the universe. And that is how you manifest it. You kind of like, you dream about it, you kind of let it go, let the universe do its own thing, and the world has got your back. The universe has got your back and will send it back to you. Kind of that law of attraction we see going on here. Okay, what is some self-care that Leo can do for this week? Use your hands. Getting creative. Maybe there's something you like to play with that you have to use your hands. Maybe it's just like we see here, artwork. Getting creative. Allowing that just to go and flow through your body. You wanting to touch something, to mold something. You know, even if it's something like, if you think it's childish, it could be finger painting. It could be finger painting, but that's okay. You're using your hands. You're getting creative. You know, maybe some of you want to paint. Like we have this person kind of pointing towards this energy, and that's probably what they are releasing, but it's more about maybe you want to paint something that's using your fingers, a piece of beautiful artwork. Okay, all right, now we're down to your affirmation. And again, you can use this affirmation for this video, you can use this affirmation for the week as it's intended, however you see fit, Leo. I trust my inner voice. And we have this beautiful water, it's like water painting right here of the night sky. It looks like the night sky to me, at least. So I trust my inner voice. This is listening to like your inner child, allowing yourself to de-stress this week, putting out the energy and the vibrations that you would like to see come back to you. But also, like, I just see this great shining light coming from you, Leo. This is your week to really like see where your limitations are, see where you've been very, very strict, and maybe where you have to give yourself some grace. You have to give yourself some love. You have to allow yourself to play and relax this week and get creative. This is not also about creating something that requires anything besides you having fun, you having a good time. Don't do this in the mindset of, I'm going to start this hobby so I can make money off of it. That's not what this is about. Like, it's always like, cool, if you can do something you love and you make money from it, awesome. But this is more of just for you to be able to relax. And this could be by yourself, this could be with a partner, this could be just for you, all right? Okay, Leo, that was your reading. Please let me know in the comments, again, about if I got that. I probably got that wrong. But drop a comment, you know, anything about this, if you liked any of these cards here. I love to read your comments. And remember, the full moon in Virgo ritual, group ritual that's happening on March 18th will be linked down below. So take a look at that if you would like to join us in allowing me to hold space for you. And join the Discord. All that information will be in the description box below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello Virgo, this is your magical forecast for the week of March 13th, okay? So, let's keep this, oh my gosh, my sweater keeps catching that card. Okay, making sure this is beautiful for my Virgos out there. Let us get started with your reading for the vibe check of the week, what magical energies are being sent your way. We're starting off with your major arcana. This is a guiding force for the week. They've got your back, or they're teaching you lessons. There's something you can always learn from this major arcana, so you can learn to embrace it, embrace the positive sides, and to surrender the negative traits, or have those negative traits be brought to light. We have the Magician. So very interesting for a number of reasons, Virgo. So the main one being that the Magician is ruled by Mercury, which actually rules over both Gemini and Virgo. Why this is even double interesting is that earlier I did the Gemini card. You might be linking up with a Gemini soon, or having conversations with a Gemini, and you both are maybe talking about this because both of you got the Magician card, which I thought was very interesting because you're both ruled by Mercury. So what this brings into your life, Virgo, is finding out those resources, finding out your hidden talents, gaining momentum, and doing this on your own as well. Like you're gathering, I'm trying to get the camera to really focus in. I do love this card. The Magician's like one of my favorite cards in the tarot. So yeah, gaining momentum, gaining energy, finding all your resources, finding your will and determination to make your dreams a reality. But this is like kind of like a download being sent to you, Virgo. There is signs being sent to you. There's messages from either your dreams, from divination. There's all signs of pointing towards your goal, your goal either for this week or even a longer term goal, since we're dealing with Oracle and Tarot here. And so for some of you, this is different forms of communication. This is as above, so below energy. Like I said, grounding that energy, grounding that chaotic energy, and seeing like where the power lies and how you really do have a lot of control, or you need to learn to have a lot of control. For some of you, you'll understand where you are physically, mentally, emotionally, where you're set up in order to get your resources in order and then take the next action. As we're starting with the first step here. We're starting with we're starting with the first, there's the Fool. We're starting with one here. It's the first step in gathering all your sources, gathering that unlimited energy, those downloads from spirit that they've been trying to send you. For some of you, this could be a sign as in, hey, your deity of choice, your deity that you are connected with is trying to connect with you. Spirit is trying to connect with you and send you a message. Please listen out for that, for this week, okay? Now let's find out what you need to surrender in order to embrace the qualities of the Magician, that power, that determination, okay? Surrender to non-action, and I'll explain this in a moment. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. And I said this because this is about you doing it on your own, Virgo. You're planning, you're really thinking deeply about what it is that you want to do. You don't, like I said, this is about gathering those resources, gathering that energy, gathering those downloads from spirit, and like writing it down and getting it into your notes, or really just feeling it. Like, how does it make you feel? That is what it means by non-action. Like, you're just getting the plans in order before you take the next step. Like when we have the Empress, who actually will take birth of the idea that you have put in place to kind of get you where you need to go. And the emperor would then structure that, okay, to make it into something that's long lasting. This is what it means by surrender to non-action, is also having that moment where you're letting others come to you, like they're kind of attracted to that light that you're shining. They can see the mastermind behind everything, but you don't need to tell anyone your plans either. Like you're working behind the scenes right now. You're working with spirit to create something magnificent this week, okay? We have hope. We have hope. We have a bit of Taurus energy popping into here. We have air energy popping into here, right? So hope, we've got a daffodil. I was going to say dandelion for some reason, but daffodil, those yellow bright colors. Hope, and then I see that as someone who's looking up with hope. We have someone who's looking up to the heavens above and are feeling hope for the first time in a while, because changes are coming your way, and it's going to maybe feel weird because you feel like with all this energy from the Magician, why are you not taking action? Like, this seems very weird. It's because you don't want to miscommunicate, okay? That's probably why we see this connection between you and Gemini is also about a form of communication, to make sure you're double checking everything. Like, take this hope and let it drive you into the next phase of your life, okay? VR Beach. Experience life through a new set of eyes, perspective, self-awareness, and new experiences. I know, I really wish my camera would work with me today. Come on, please, please and thank you. No. Is this just fantasy? So I had to look up closer to see what it was saying there. Is this just fantasy? So this is what I was talking about. This is why there's non-action, because you're looking through a new perspective that comes from a place of hope and comfort and luxury, with a little bit of Taurus energy popping in there to help you, Virgo. Like, Taurus brings in that luxury. You're just like, I know how to get it done. I know how to get it there. Okay, so what can you do for some self-care for this week, okay? Look for fairies, and we see this like with looking for hope, looking for magic, and also, I was just, oh my gosh, talking about this earlier about your deities. They're trying to reach out to you, and it doesn't have to be fairies. I know some people either they deal with fairies, or they have no dealings at all, or they don't even know anything about fairies. Like, you know, fair and valid in all of those occurrences. But this could be just another name for your deity. Look for those signs, look for those symbols, look for the magic, and, you know, just really, and this is where we have that non-action, is because you're still getting downloads. You're going to be getting like plans being sent to you, creative opportunities, something that's going to spark that hope within you, okay? All right, next is we have your affirmation. You can use your affirmation for just even this video or for the week as it's intended, you know, whatever you feel like doing. My mind is a tool to use in any way I wish. And we see paintbrushes and pens. Like I said, you're writing down your plans. You're writing down your plans. You're getting your artwork or just like everything typed up and ready to go before you make your next move. My mind is a tool to use in any way I wish. Keep that in mind for you for this week, okay? You've got, and this could be, like I said, you're seeing things from different perspectives. You're going to see things with a more magical attitude towards it. Keep that in mind. There you go, Virgo. That is your magical forecast for this week ahead from March 13th. I hope you enjoyed this. Drop a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you, if you liked it, if you didn't like, all that good stuff in the description or in the comments. I love to read them. Please keep in mind there's also a full moon in Virgo ritual happening on March 18th that I am hosting space for it. If you want to know more about that, please check it out in my Ko-Fi. Otherwise, please join in the Discord. We would love to have you there. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello Libra, welcome to your reading. This is your weekly forecast. Let's find out what magical energy is being sent your way for the week of March 13th. All right, we're going to be starting like we normally do with the major arcana. This is a major arcana that is a guiding force for you. It's either there to teach you some tough lessons or to be there just to guide you on your journey, on your path, either to give you also traits to embrace and to let go of. Justice. Very interesting considering this is Libra's card. So this is with Libra energy. So double Libra. So you're really in your element of balance this week. We're seeing a peak in this week for you, Libra, wanting justice, peeking and seeing the truth is being unveiled to you. Also divine time. This is, we see like the time being right here. This is about divine time and keeping things very fair and very balanced. You're learning to really work it. You're really learning how to like work your ways through problems creatively, learning where you can like let go of things, what new projects you want to bring into a good balance and work life that you're trying to work on, especially also with dealing with relationships with people, where you're not letting people drain your energy either. You're allowing them to interact with them when you can do so. You're not allowing people to drain your energy. You have your protection going right now. You know, you have protection oil, or asking your spirit guides for protection, your ancestors potentially, you know, asking your ancestors for protection. Let us find out what you need to surrender in order to really embrace this energy of balance with justice. It's like your peak performance, okay? What do you need to surrender? Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Sometimes easier said than done, right? And with this card, remember, if someone is really trying to agitate you, you can realize that they're not actually coming from a place that they're willing to learn or they're willing to communicate with you. You can also walk away from the situation. You can walk away from that person, and that is an aspect of balance that that holds true to you, Libra. Like, we know when it comes to Libra, and I say this as a Libra rising as well, they say, you know, we don't like conflict. We like things to be balanced. We don't like to cause it. But sometimes it just goes wrong, or someone tries to be instigating something that you now have to shut down. But this is about you learning that balance between having your defensiveness up and how to better your communication. As an air sign, it should come to you very well this week, especially with that Justice card being there, because you're trying to be fair. Also, with this could be coming up about truths. Like, if someone's been lying, someone has been talking behind your back, this is where that opportunity comes, where you can ask yourself if you're going to actually communicate with them to get the answers. And this is why you can't go in there with aggression right away, because aggression only would meet aggression, or they'll just block you. And it depends on your relationship with this person, if it's worth your time and energy versus just like, you know what, you're moving on. I just love this with the calms being here, we're seeing this mimicking all over here, so you can see the connectiveness with that Libra energy. Hey, we have a memory, some Leo energy going into here, some rosemary. We have sun, we've got a book, rosemary, we got memories of things when maybe for you, this is about also connecting with divine time for some of you, like a memory of good times. That's why we have like the watch being present, or the sand, what is it called? The sands of time being present here. Memories that are unlocking. Maybe this also gives me that mind of, like, you know, when you argue with someone in the shower, like there was an argument that you wish you would have said something, and you're going to be in the shower maybe thinking about that. And it's like, okay, you know, you said what you said, and you kind of have to let it go at this point, right? And move on from it, because you're on to better things. This is a fated moment with this divine time of justice being present. Like, justice is on your side. Ancient ruins. Build a castle from the ruins. Devastation, lost, and old wounds. That's what I was just kind of thinking. And I swear I don't look at these cards at all until right now when I record it. We see this defensiveness. We see like the ruins of something that have to be rebuilt with these ancient ruins, because it's old wounds that brings up this defensiveness. And maybe someone says something to you this week that unlocks a memory that, you know, you're just like, you start having an attitude right away. And maybe they actually have they don't understand. They don't know what they did, that they had no part of it. And you're like, it's just an old wound to you that you need to explain, or you don't need to explain. You just got to be like, you know what, I can't talk about that, or whatever. Like, you do whatever is best for you in that situation. Okay, Libra? But, you know, with the devastation and the loss, you're rebuilding new structures. We still see columns standing. We're going to see columns that are standing that are more strong and that were meant for you. Let everything else, let it go. All right. What is some self-care that Libra can do for this week? Soak in a bath. Say no more. Let's have a soak in a bath. Or maybe what you need to do is get a pedicure for some of you. Like, we have just feet in here. If you want to just get a manicure or something, that's cool too. But for some of you who don't like to take a soak in a bath, they just take a nice cleansing shower. They can, I think they make like, I don't think they're called like steam bombs, where like you can put into your shower, like on the bottom when the hot water hits it, it releases like still wonderful scents in the air for you. But if you do decide to soak in a bath, see if you can, you know, as a Libra would, spice it up a little bit. Add some, you know, flowers, candles, you know, water-safe crystals. And I say water-safe so you don't put a crystal in there that starts to dissolve. You know, if you got a bath bomb ready for you, this would be a good opportunity. Some nice lotions, you know, doll it up for yourself. You know, if these old wounds are coming up too, try to take care of yourself this week with a nice soak in a bath or a nice cleansing shower, okay? And this is the affirmation for Libra. Let us find out what you need to affirm for the week. I am deeply loved by the universe. Hopefully my camera is picking that up. I am deeply loved by the universe. Caressing hands. I just see that lounging in that nice bath or taking that nice hot shower and just feeling that love of the universe kind of balancing you out, you know, being able to just de-stress. I just see your shoulders just going down and being like taking those deep breaths this week. You know, like any old wounds that come up that make you feel bad, it's just a moment in time. You know, you can rebuild from those ashes. All right. Here you go, Libra. Let me know what you thought of this reading, what you think of these style videos. Please drop a comment. I do love to read the comments. Remember, I have that full moon in Virgo ritual happening on March 18th. So if you want to know more about that group ritual service where I hold space for you, doing some candle magic of my own, please look in the description box. And if you would like to, you know, join the Discord's really fun. We do a lot of more other tarot stuff in there, okay? Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your magical forecast for the week of March 13th. Let us find out what is heading your way, what energy is heading your way, and if there's anything you can do about it or that you would like to do about it, okay? Starting off, we always start with the major arcana. This is your guiding force for the week. This is the overall lesson that maybe you need to learn or qualities that you need to embrace. We have the Lover's card, a little bit of Gemini energy sneaking into here. So maybe better communication either with a partner, a significant other, potentially also with your higher self or with you and your deity, with your spirit guides. For some of you, that, and I say some of you because this is still a general reading, that's kind of the catch of these. So just keep that in mind. That means trust your intuition. You'll know what message is meant for you and what you need to disregard because that message is for somebody else. Okay. So yeah, that Lover's card brings in a lesson of tough love, that sometimes things don't go to plan. Sometimes communication can be miscommunication, or that you have to try harder in order to communicate with your partner. But this is also about passion. This is also brings in the 6, which brings in balance. Knowing your limitations for how many opportunities that you can add on, that you don't want to tip it into a certain way that you become overworked, that something that you love now is a burden to you. But this is also just a card of finding love or finding something that you're passionate about, that you can't think or you can you can't stop thinking about. What are words? There we go. That you can't stop thinking about. This is also about a connection between mind, body, and soul. Okay. We also see a moon card being present here. This new full moon in Virgo might be something that releases a passion within inside you. For some of you, you're doing some sex magic. Okay. You're going to be doing that under that full moon to release a lot of your stress and just to create that climax, that magic we see happening in the Lover's card here. Okay. So what do you need to surrender to really embrace that Lover's card? Surrender to passion. What was I saying, Scorpio? Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Pretty straightforward for you. Something that you love, something that you're passionate about, something that you would like to experience, you know, time and time again, that you're really allowing yourself to release yourself to it, to no longer question it, to be like, okay, you know, this isn't hurting anybody else. This isn't hurting myself. This is something that I really am passionate about. And if you have a partner that maybe wants to participate with you, you know, you can connect with them. This is a new form of communication between the two of you. Grounding, we've got potato. We've got potato into here. So we've got grounding. We've got some earth energy coming into here. I mean, honestly, a potato, you might want to make some potatoes. Maybe some of you are passionate about cooking and you want to cook with a potato, okay? So keep that in mind. But this is also grounding that energy, that passion, kind of like you let it go a flame. And eventually, you know, like you don't want to lead to burnout. The flame is going to get a little smaller each time. And so it's more about grounding that energy to now kind of like after the climax is done, you can see what's left and you're just like, okay, I can take this energy and I can ground it to make it flourish again. Sky Library. Learn from your past. Lessons, guidance, and wisdom. Some of you might be learning from your past lives. Some of you might be going to just a library to learn more. Like I said, maybe you really are passionate about something that you need to go and get more guidance about it. You want to read more about it. It sets your soul aflame and you're just like, you know, I want to go. I mean, even if it's physically with your partner, you want to explore that areas, you need to go learn about it. You know, you can go and learn. Keep that in mind. Okay, what is some self-care that you can do, Scorpio? Which you already have a lot of self-care activities could be going on here, but is there something more specific we can bring up? singing, using your voice. Some of you might have a passion for singing, you know, even if it's doing something silly, like if you want to sing along to lyrics on TikTok or something, have fun with it. Do something because you want to. Some of you might want to be learning more about singing. Maybe some of you were a singer in your past life and it's not something you thought maybe you would be doing now, or something you want to learn more about yourself. Because remember, this is also a connection with your higher self. The Lover card brings that into there. It's not just with a partner that is here, it is with your higher self, where you're more aligned, when you send those vibrations out there. Some of you might need to sing about your passions that make you feel empowered. Some songs that kind of like give you that strong feeling that you're like, now I am unbeatable, I can do anything. Okay, let us find out your affirmation. I find love everywhere I go. It is all around me. Can I please? Oh, there we go. Don't scare the camera. Don't say boo. It will scare and it will not autofocus. Anyways, I find love everywhere I go. It's all around me. Some of you, it's high in love. Maybe some love songs. Maybe you want to be surrounded by love songs. Deepening your love with your partner. Finding the romance again. Having that passion, okay? So there you go. That is your reading for this week ahead, Scorpio. Let me know what you thought of this reading, what you thought of this style. Please drop a comment. I do love to read the comments. And yeah, if you want more information about that full moon in Virgo group ritual service that I am hosting on March 18th, a candle magic and tarot reading group activity, please check out my Ko-Fi. My link is down below, and join the Discord if you feel inclined to, if you want to join us for more tarot content in the Discord. Okay, other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your magical forecast for the week of March 13th. All right, let's get started. Let's find out what magical energy is being sent your way. We always start with the major arcana. This is a card that'll be the guiding force for you for this week. They've got your back. They're teaching you lessons. They want you to embrace their positive traits and bring to light their negative ones. We have the Chariot, some Cancer energy being brought into here. So matters of the home and also traveling and also dealing with your car or mode of transportation. Keep that in mind. Some of you might be having car issues this week, or might be getting a new car, might need to borrow a car with the Chariot being present here. This also brings into leaving the collective because you're starting your own path, which is very, very true when it comes to Sagittarius. They like to go on their own. They have different thoughts and they like to vocalize those thoughts differently than the collective. And this is also because they seek the truth. They seek the truth, and we see like clear skies in the back of this Chariot card. Also willpower and determination, a calmness that is sometimes really hard to find in a chaotic world. But this is about you moving along your own path. Some of you might actually be moving into a new home this week. So make sure you do some cleansing of the space, making sure that you're, prepared for it, prepared for the move, making sure you double check all the logistics of it all. And for some of you, and I say some of you because this is still a general reading, so keep that in mind, that some things will resonate and some things will not, because it's meant for somebody else. Just trust your intuition when it comes to that. You'll know what is meant for you and what isn't. So yeah, so that's the Chariot, that energy, and also a victory. Even if you feel like you kind of been like pushed off your path, you're set back for victory. Just like kind of like you're taking like a breath, and then you'll get back on the right path to get back to where your destination is. Let's see what you need to surrender in order to embrace that power of the Chariot. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solution, and celebrate every baby step forward. So this is about making momentum. This is about, like I said, even if you feel like you got knocked off your path, you're going to get back on it and you're going to have forward momentum. You're going to be able to control that energy. Which we see like symbols that in the traditional way of like the major arcana, this would be like wands that are there, and it's about controlling your magic, controlling your determination and your willpower, and being able to move forward along the way there. So that's surrendering your fear of this change. Courage. My gosh, Sagittarius, it's just about courage, and we've got double fire. We got a little bit of Libra energy sneaking in here too. We've got some time, we got some courage heading your way. Surrender the fear and get some courage. I mean, this is pretty straightforward here, Sagittarius. Like, if you've been hesitating about something, hesitating about a move, feeling like you're not victorious, like you need to release that low self-esteem too. Not just the fear, but that low self-esteem. Breathing forest. Feel the earth below your feet. Nature, grounding energy, and balance. And you know, this comes with, you know, a lot of this fire, this little bit of water energy, and we have like a little bit of air sneaking in with that Libra energy too. That we have, you need to ground, kind of bringing in all those elements of needing to ground it. Maybe that's where you need, so you don't feel so fearful anymore. That you're grounding your energy, that you're grounding that momentum in the sense of like, you've made a home here and you're able to pick it up and able to go, because that's what that Cancer energy. Imagine this like being like the crab with the home being the shell, right? Like making sure it's a nurturing environment. It has everything that you need in order to breathe, okay? And some of you might just need to go traveling into nature. Some of you might be traveling and going to see something in nature, going to forest preserves, or just heading outside, going for a walk, driving to places you've never been before to go exploring. And let's find out what some self-care you can do for this week, Sagittarius. Alone time, doing this alone, and you might need this. Some of you might be afraid to be alone with your own thoughts, and this is why you need to have this trip on your own. You need to be able to listen to your own voice. You need to be able to trust in your voice and not fear it anymore. When you start having that feeling where you're just like, I don't, like something about the situation doesn't make me feel good, don't self-doubt yourself. Don't have fear of that voice, okay? Listen to it. Okay, let us find out your affirmation. This is for it's intended for the week, but you can use it for the day and use different affirmations, but this is intended for the week. I release all negative thoughts of the past and all worries about the future. Very nice. Very much so that Chariot energy of being in the present moment. Like you're not letting the past hold you back anymore, and you're not going to worry about where your journey leads you on into the future. All right, Sagittarius, that was your reading. Let me know what you thought of this. Please drop a comment. I do love to read the comments. Let me know if this resonated with you, if you liked any of these cards, that sort of stuff. And if you're still interested in that full moon in Virgo ritual that I am hosting on March 18th, the link to that will be in the description box. Please check it out if it's something you're interested in with candle magic, banishing energy, and, you know, banishing and releasing energy to bring in more blessings for you, okay? Other than that, you know, the Discord information, if you'd like to join us in the Discord for, you know, more tarot fun, please check that out. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful week. See you later. Bye. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your magical forecast for the week of March 13th. Let's find out what energy is being sent your way. Now, we do this every time. We always start with the major arcana. This is the guiding force for the week. This is either tough lessons you need to learn, or to embrace the positive traits of this major arcana, okay? Or to bring the negative traits into light for this week. Judgment, a strong spiritual card, one of transformation and spiritual awakening. Some of you are awakening to a new path in your life. Some of you are researching about a new connection between you and the divine, or with your higher self. Some of you are communing with the dead or with your ancestors. Okay, this is a very powerful week. This also has undertones of actually with the word judgment, you know, not judging yourself too harshly and not comparing yourself to others. This is about your path in your journey. This is your story that you are writing. All right, let us find out what you need to surrender in order to really embrace the qualities of the Judgment card, so that you no longer judge yourself or compare yourself to others, and see the power that you hold, and see and feel the protection of the divine as they are trying to guide you on your path. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Pretty much sums it up. We have a witch in this card here. You have magic. You have power, Capricorn. You can make changes to your life. You can set intentions. You can cast spells. There is a full moon coming up on March 18th. This full moon could be very inviting to you. It's something that you need to participate in, creating a ritual if you want this change to happen, or just to have a moment to really connect with the divine, okay? For some of you, this could also just be leaving offerings out for your ancestors, for your deities of choice, with your spiritual or divine team, to leave offerings in gratitude to them, as in thanks. And this could also be, like I said, I have a full moon in Virgo group ritual happening on March 18th that I'm holding space for people who would like to sign up. The information will be in the description box below if you're interested in that, if this is calling to you, if you would like to know more about the magic of who you are. Okay, so let's find out more information. We've got luck. You have luck on your side. It's a very strong, powerful week for you, Capricorn. You have luck on your side. Maybe some of you will want to add lime and have a lime at any point, or surround yourself with green fruit. But we have that lime energy. And then so yeah, so we have luck on your side. So I see very powerful. I see also if you're dealing with magic, maybe a specific ritual is a luck ritual, or something that you can create, like a potion or something, dealing with luck, or even like beads and stuff like that, like jewelry, wearing jewelry that makes you feel magical, makes you feel lucky, might be really good for you for this week. And then we have Rose Valley. Go forth with a soft and open heart. I know, very funny because it's a Capricorn. A lot of people like to say Capricorns have no emotions, but we know that's not true. You just have to really get to know them. And they are one of the biggest softies of the zodiac. This is love, feminine energy, and vulnerability. Showing your vulnerable side can be like how we have this person here who's like kind of having their head bowed and having that moment of vulnerability because they're trying to really feel that magic that is running through them. This is about you accepting that magic. And this can also be for some of you just decorating your space, making it very soft, having a cozy place to relax. For some of you, we see the roses being here. Your ancestors, your spirit team are calling to you to leave roses out for them, or just flowers. It also could be the same with the lime. You can leave limes out. Don't ask me why, but that could be it too. But yeah, keep that in mind. It's just also growing with love and comfort of another person as well if you need it, or love with yourself and your higher self as well. The pairing of you together is a magical combo. All right, let us find out, Capricorn, what self-care you can do for this week. Clear your energy field. This is also great for that full moon, if banishing that energy. You can do a smoke cleanse, a bundle of herbs and, burning that, or you can do a cleanse where it's like a stove. If you can safely use a stove where you can boil, it's like cinnamon sticks and oranges, and it's like different fruits like that and different combinations, where if you can't stand the smoke, some people can't stand the smoke. And also a really great type of clearing your energy field, besides taking like a ritual bath and like using water to cleanse your space and cleanse yourself, is using sound. You can play music, you can just do loud noises, you can just, as long as you're banishing that energy away from you. And make sure to always have a window cracked so that the energy can leave. All right, let us find out your affirmation for the week, Capricorn. This is what it's intended for, but you can use it for the day if you plan on using different affirmations. The universe is filled with endless opportunities for me. I'm sorry if you can hear my puppy. I am multitasking right now. I'm giving him pets while I am doing your reading, Capricorn. The universe is filled with endless opportunities for me. So keep that in mind. You are so lucky. You are surrounded by love. You are filled with magic this week, okay? This is the universe's way of reaching out to you to let you know that they have your back, that they're giving you opportunities. They could be sending you opportunities. The divine is on your side. You just got to be open to it, okay? That was your reading, Capricorn. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Please drop a comment. I do love to read the comments. More information again about that group ritual will be in the description box. Otherwise, please join the Discord. We love to have you. We have a lot of Capricorns in there. We would love to add you and get to know you better and to have more fun with Tarot and Oracle, okay? Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your magical forecast for the week of March 13th. All right, let's find out what magical energy is being sent your way. All right, we always start with the major arcana. This is the card that will be your guiding force for the week. It is teaching you tough lessons, how to embrace the positive traits of this major arcana, or bringing out the negative traits into the light. So let's find out what will be guiding you this week. We have the Empress, Venus. We have also rules over both Libra and Taurus energy. We have the Empress energy being brought to you, meaning like embracing a lot of energy coming your way, chaotic energy, new visions for you, Aquarius. And also, this could be you're giving birth to a new idea. Some of you, it could be like giving physical birth to a child, but more than likely, it's about birthing a new idea. It doesn't have like, you're not sure exactly where it's gonna go yet, but you're really creative this time around, and you're just like, okay, this week is about creativity. It's unleashing that creativity. How can you envision this new possibility? Okay, and I do say some of you because it's still a general reading. That's kind of the catch with these type of videos, so just keep that in mind, that some things are meant for you and you'll intuitively know what is meant for you to hear, and what doesn't make sense, that's okay. Just disregard it, that it's meant for somebody else. Just keep that in mind during these style videos. So yeah, so that Empress also brings that comfort, that luxury, that love, that kind of like energy of like, you do not chase, you attract. You sit there and attract the energy and the vibrations that you want. This is kind of like the law of attraction card here. It is not about balance at this moment, because there's so many possibilities that could happen with her being present here. She is that guiding force, that nurturing energy as well, that's going to help nurture you through the week, and might give you some tough love as well, because she is ruled by Venus, about what you love, what passions it is. So let's find out what you need to surrender in order to really embrace the qualities of the Empress. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Some of you, and I see like a castle in the background, some of you need to sit back and relax and just have that moment of silence with yourself. Maybe some of you need to say some positive affirmations of love for yourself, between love and you and a partner, and you really need to really think about that, meditate on that. It's just a moment of silence, but you know, we kind of get this vibe of patience, being patient this week, being patient with yourself. That moment of silence that maybe you can have, maybe this week is about just having those moments just to yourself. If you can have them in silence, great. If not, you know, maybe you can, you know, before you go to bed, just like even an alarm, like just 2 minutes, and like no thoughts, just feel the comfort of, like, if you're sitting on a couch, maybe you're drinking something. In this case, could be wine, could be a coffee, a tea, just really sitting there and not letting anything distract you, just enjoying your drink and just sitting down and just like being fully in that moment could be what you need right now. Continuance. We have apple, we've got continuance, we've got some more water, we got some water vibes, some more love, some really want to continue that silence. Maybe for some of you, this is continuing on your path of creation with that Empress energy. Maybe some of you really want like apple juice. I'm sorry. I was just thinking the drink and the apple. Some of you maybe want some apple juice. You know what? Just put it out there. You know, I've got apple juice in the fridge. Maybe I'll have some apple juice afterwards because I'm bringing that up with those beautiful apples being there. But you want to continue that on. You want to bring that luxury in your place. You want that love to continue, and some of you just really want to continue those surrendering to silence moments. Home. Come back home to yourself, belonging, celebration, and stability. This is what you're hoping for. We're having that love, that silence in your home, that time for just yourself, a celebration of your home and of yourself, of everything that you've done. And also, like, we have this chaotic energy, but it's like kind of constantly flowing. Like we have the river flowing in the back. It is energy that is flowing towards you, energy that you might put into your home. Maybe you're creating a place that you can have a moment of silence, a moment of luxury, a moment that, like, that's what the Empress is trying to bring into here. She's trying to bring that into, so that is your sacred space in your home. Okay, so let us find out, Aquarius, what is some form of self-care that you can do for this week? Abundance planning. We have someone that's sitting right there that's just like, you know, you're drinking your wine, you had your moment of silence, things are becoming more clear. Let's talk about abundance. Let's talk about what you want more of. When you get prosperity, when you get money in, where is it going to go? Are you going to save it? This could help ease your stress a little bit. Maybe you've had a lot of chaotic thoughts about money because you're not sure where it's coming or where it's going. So you need to do some abundance planning to help bring that silence to you. You know, a silent, quiet place in your home that you can sit there and be able to work on a couch or chair in your home and just get it going and like start your planning. On here, it says, keep track of your finances, don't shop when you're hungry, self-development, savings, and travel, and what you can do for free. You know, keeping that in mind too. There's some things that you can do for free. All right, let us find out your affirmation. This is intended to be your affirmation for the week, but if you're doing your own type of affirmation, you can use this for this video or for this day whenever you see it, and then, continue on doing your own thing. Whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. And this is that law of attraction. That's that law of manifestation. What you're believing to becomes true will become true for you, because that's the energy, the vibrations you're putting out into the universe. Okay, Aquarius, that was your reading. This was your weekly forecast. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a comment. I do love to read the comments. If you're still interested in that group ritual that I'm hosting for the full moon in Virgo for March 18th, please check out the Ko-Fi down below. Join the Discord if you would like more tarot content. We love to have you there. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.